So what we're going to do here is we're going to make the scallion pancakes. The scallion pancakes is a savory pancakes which we often eat with breakfast in China. We often eat that with like the soy milk or like the congee. What we're going to do here is like I have here a bowl of flour and here I have the scallions. What we're going to do is we're going to like make the dough first, and then we're going to chop up the scallions and we're going to like layer it over the dough, and then we're going to roll it up and fry up the pancake. But let's start with the first step, which is making the dough. What we're going to do with the spring onions or the scallions is we're going to use the white and the green part together. So we're going to finely slice it. So what we're going to do is like slice it in the middle like this and put everything together, and then slice it really, really finely. Yeah? So just slice it like that fine. This is about like 50 grams of like spring onions, and we're going to like, after we have sliced it up, we're going to combine it with oil and salt together, and that is like the filling of the scallion pancakes. So this is all now sliced up. What we're going to do is we're going to move it over into a bowl. Here. And then we're going to combine it together with some sunflower oil and some salt. In the bowl of like the sliced spring onions, what we're going to add is like 1 teaspoon of salt. So we're going to sprinkle in 1 teaspoon of salt in our sliced spring onions. Next to that, we're going to add in 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil or sunflower oil in there. So 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to mix it well together. So mix the salt and into the spring onions together with the sunflower oil. And we're going to set it aside. So this is ready to use now. We're going to move over to the dough now and roll out the dough. What I have here is the flour for the scallion pancakes. What we're going to do is we're going to sift the flour first, and we're going to add in the water, and we're going to knead it into a dough and let it rest for about 20 minutes. So the first step is like sifting the flour. So I'm going to like put it into like the sieve, and we're going to like sift it through the flour through a sieve. So this will like avoid that the flour will be like lumpy. Yeah, lumpy. So just remove the lumps from the flour. So that's perfect. And what we're going to do now is like within the sieved flour, we're going to add in hot water. So I'm doing the Chinese style. We're going to use some chopsticks. I'm going to stir with one hand, and the other hand I'm going to pour in the warm hot water into the flour, like this. I'm going to mix it well together. Yeah, mix it well together like that. And then until all the water is absorbed by the flour, I'm going to like remove the chopsticks. So remove all the flour and clean up the chopsticks, and we're going to use our hand to knead it into a dough. So I'm just going to combine everything together and also scrape a little bit like this. So we're going to knead it. It's a little bit warm, so if it's too hot for you, just leave it a little bit to cool and then like start kneading it. So I'm going to knead it into like a dough until it forms the dough. Yeah? So I'm just going to continue to knead it. Use some muscles to knead it. So it should be a smooth dough. Yeah? So that's why you actually need to knead it for about like 2 minutes. 2 minutes will be good to like to form the dough for the scallion pancakes. Good, so what we're going to do, this is the dough. You're going to form it into like a big ball, and we're going to let it rest for about 20 minutes. So after 20 minutes, what we're going to do is we're going to divide it into four pieces, and we're going to like roll it out. Yeah? So I'm just going to put it in the bowl. I'm going to have like a wet cloth or like cling film will do as well. Just like cover it and leave it to rest for like 20 minutes. The dough has been rested now for 20 minutes. What we're going to do is we're going to roll it out. So we're going to divide the dough in like 4 pieces, 4 equal pieces. Yeah, so you're going to divide it in like 4 equal pieces. Going to roll that up. put it aside. So what we're going to do is like we're going to roll it out. So I'm going to push it down a little bit, and then we're going to have a rolling pin, and we're going to roll it like in thin triangle piece of dough. It's about like 1 millimeter thick, yeah, so try to roll it out as thin as you can. And if it's a little bit sticking, dust a little bit with flour so that's like not sticking on your rolling pin. So I'm going to roll it out into like one rectangle piece of dough. So the thinness that we want to achieve with this scallion pancake is this thin, so about like 1 millimeter thick. What we're going to do is like over this surface, we're going to like spread out the spring onion mixture that we have made before. So this is the bowl that we have made before, which is like the scallions, the sunflower oil, and the salt. I'm going to spoon in like 1 tablespoon of the scallion salt and oil over the top. I'm going to spread it out, yeah, just spread it out like this. So divide it equally over like the surface of like the dough that we just like rolled out. Make sure it's like all covered in the oil and the scallions. Good. So this is now ready to be rolled up. How are we going to roll it up? We're going to like roll it up like this. So we're going to like gently roll it up like this. Roll it up. Beautiful. What we're going to do then is we're going to make a swirl. So we're going to start here and we're going to like roll it up in a swirl like this. And we're going to sear the ends a little bit so it's not leaking out any oil or the filling that we just made. What we're going to do, I'm going to dust the surface a little bit again with some flour, because otherwise it will stick on the working surface. We don't want to have that. What we're going to do then is we're going to push it down. Yeah? So push it down. If there's a little bit oil leaking out, that's still okay. That's not, don't worry about it. And then we're going to like roll the scallion pancake out, yeah, in like a thinner pancake. Okay, so the scallion pancake now is done. So this, we're going to like put it in a pan and we're going to pan fry it till golden brown. So we're going to repeat it for all the other 3, and we're going to like pan fry the next stage. We're going to fry off the scallion pancake. So in the frying pan, we're going to add in vegetable oil, so sunflower oil we're going to add in. Going to spread it around the surface of like our frying pan. The earlier made or rolled out scallion pancake, what we're going to do is we're going to put it into the pan. If your frying pan cannot accommodate for like 4 at the same time, just do it in batches. We're going to fry off one side till golden brown, and we're going to flip it over. So we're going to wait till one side is golden brown, and we're going to flip over our scallion pancakes. What we're going to do with the scallion pancake is we're going to flip it over. So one side is already like golden brown, so we're going to flip it over to the other side, and we're going to like pan fry it till golden brown on the other side as well. So we are halfway, and then we're going to flip the scallion pancakes over to the other side, and we're going to pan fry the other side till golden brown like this as well. Both sides are now golden brown. So what we're going to do is like transfer it to a plate and leave it to cool a little bit before we're going to like slice it up. So we're going to transfer all the scallion pancakes to the plate, and then we're going to cut it in quarters. So these are done now, and what we're going to do is we're going to cut it in quarters now. What we're going to do with the scallion pancake is quarter it. So we're going to split it in half, and then we're going to like cut it in four. Yeah? It will fall apart maybe a little bit, but that's okay. We're just going to transfer that to the plate. So we're going to repeat that for all four of them. As you can see, it all has layers inside now, and also the spring onions are all like layered up, so that's like beautiful. We're going to like quarter this. So serve this scallion pancake together with the soy milk or the congee, rice porridge, and this will be the Chinese breakfast.